the truth.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a review on the Viseart. Oh, hold on, let me. It's a very loved palette, so that's why. Oh my god. Okay, nice and clean. So, today I wanted to do a review on the Viseart Neutral Matte Palette 01. I use this palette on a daily basis. This is my favorite. Well, one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. There's another one I'm going to do a review on as well. This is perfect. I have tried many different eyeshadow palettes, and this has been a consistent staple in my makeup regimen for over 2 years now. It just has every single shade I could ever want to create any neutral look, to add to a more bold look. I just love these. They're very creamy. They're very pigmented. The biggest reasons why I enjoy this palette though, and I use it so much, is because I don't know if other people who are trans females notice this, but ever since I went on hormone replacement therapy, my skin has gotten extremely dry. I've always had to control like sebum and oil on my face. I had an oily skin type like everywhere before. Now my skin is like always dry. Underneath my eyes in this area, it's like terrible. On my nose, the outer perimeters of my face aren't bad, and my neck. Well, yeah, obviously my eye area as well. So when I use an eyeshadow, I really have to pick something that will blend, flake, something that will sit on my skin. Because a lot of the times I use eyeshadows, and what happens because of the dryness that I have, no matter how much I moisturize or I prime my eyes, it's like you apply it, and then as soon as you apply the shadow, you can see it's like this like cakey, dry consistency. This does not do that to me, and I love it for that. They also blend very easily. I would just, I could dip my brush into it, just kind of like tap it almost. I don't, just a little scrape, and I will have enough pigment to do whatever parameter area of my eye I'm doing at that time, and it works amazingly. This is a pro palette, which means that this is made for professional makeup artists. I think that's why the packaging is clear, so you can see every single shade. I like that. Especially when it comes to something I use every single day. I just want to look down. I love that I can just look down, see which palette it is, and grab it, because I have a lot of makeup and a lot of Viseart palettes as well. So being able to just grab this and see grabbing is a huge plus. Kudos to them for that. As far as the shadows are going to go, I wanted to do and show you up close. Basically, they have versatility for every single look. You do a quick swatch on my hand with a brush. This is something else I'm going to have to review later. This is, I believe you pronounce it Chikuhado. The GSN 09. Let's get into some of the live swatches. Okay, so we're going to use this arm. So the first shadow I'm dipping into is the white color. And let's see if that'll show up. Probably not going to show up on me very well. Show up at all. Obviously, I am a very Caucasian woman, so that is the white. Next one I'm going to be going into is this. Oh, you can kind of see the white. Okay. Maybe it's my lighting. Maybe I need to work on my lighting situation. Okay, that one's not really showing up very much either. So let's just take a few more. This is just because I'm a very white woman. Okay, the next color I'm going into is this. Okay, so this one is showing up a little bit more. It's not doing this palette justice, because this palette is phenomenal. Yeah. Very subtle, it seems. When you build it up on the eye, it comes out much more dramatic. So the next color I'm going to be going into is this. Oh my gosh, I'm not very coordinated. Okay, there we go. The darker we're getting, the more we're showing up on my lily white skin. There we go. And that is the darkest. So, the next color I'm going to be going into is this. There we go. Okay, the next color I'm going to be going into is this. The next color I'm going to be going into is this brick. Where? Okay, here we go. Ooh. The next color I'm going to be going into is this. Ooh. Look at the next color I'm going to be going into is this other dark brown. Okay, I'm going to do that right here. Ooh. Can you see? Pretty. This is my personal favorite color. It's a nice cool tone swap. Oh yes. Love that. Next we're going to be going into is this beautiful gray. Just for a more like dramatic outer V look. Oh god, it's so beautiful. The next color I'm going to be swatching is this black color. So I just wanted to let you know, that is like barely touching these shadows really. Thumbnail. So the wear time on this palette, I would say without a primer, the shadows last me basically around 10 hours to 12 hours. With a primer and a sealer, with a setting spray, these last 16 hours. I have hooded eyes. So to find something that lasts 16 hours is phenomenal. To find something that lasts more than a few hours, like maybe more than 2 hours without a primer, is a blessing from whatever divine being is up there, okay? Because everything used to crease on me before I started getting into these higher end shadows. So love this palette. So this retails for $80. You get 12 shadows. I think it's definitely worth it. I use this at least on a weekly basis. I am always reaching for this. I definitely think that this is worth the investment. As far as versatility, it's a neutral palette, so as versatile as it could get. Have every single color that you'll ever need. For the most part, it's honestly a necessity to create any type of non-neutral look, to pull the look together. You know, it has all your basics for your crease and everything. There's honestly no reason why you shouldn't have a neutral palette. I would give this, on my scale, I would give this a 10 out of 10 for sure. You know, packaging, longevity, it wins in every single department for me. So that's that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. If you'd like to give me ideas on other products you'd like me to review, whether that's technology, makeup, fashion, please leave a comment down below. Tell me your opinions on the Viseart palette. You all have a great day, and I will see you again soon.